Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to go over the team that got me number 58 on the leaderboards. This team is consisting of Wigglytuff, Giratina Origin, and Water Gun Lantern. Now I do quickly want to apologize for not uploading for almost 2 weeks, but I just haven't found a good team and I only want to bring you guys the best teams. I don't want to just put out a video of a bad team, so there's that, but let's get into the battles. So game 1 we lead into an Annihilate, great lead. They come in with Charger Bugs, we have another great answer in Giratina, and I guess they just thought the game was over, so they top left there. Next up, another great lead into a Dragonair, and he also is just like, can't defeat a Wigglytuff. I don't know what he's doing with the backline with the lead of Dragonair, but whatever. Next up we're playing It's Axon, world champion and good ex-teammate of mine. So he comes in with Shadow Whiscash, so I'm going to answer it with Giratina. I wasn't sure how this matchup played, but I know if I wanted to win, I needed to come in quickly, so I came in with Giratina. Just going straight Ominous Wind because I really need Switch here. So I mean, Whiscash really just paces super quick. Giratina does alright with Ominous Wind, so I'm going to throw another Ominous Wind here. He's going to shield that too, so I'm thinking I'm in a really good spot. He's got another Mud Bomb after this, but Giratina wins CMP tie, so I should be good here. And he actually catches. Now, I was kind of worried about this, but I thought that it was fine. You know, I come in with Wigglytuff. I shouldn't have switched into Wigglytuff now, though, because seeing how he's so weak to a Charm lead, or not like weak, but his lead is really weak to Wigglytuff, he's going to have a good answer, which just like Skarmory. So here I'm trying not to let it get too much farm, so I throw Icy Wind at the last possible second, but I think if I would have thrown it right away I might have gotten to another Icy Wind. A little bit of a mistake there, but who knows, maybe I wouldn't have made it to another Icy Wind. So he's going to Brave Bird my Lantern. Now he just needs a Brave Bird and a Mud Bomb, so I'm not worried about catching the more harder hitting move. So I'm just going to catch the Brave Bird, and he's going to throw the Mud Bomb here, but he's not going to be able to outpace me to a Mud Bomb, so I'm just going to throw this Surf right away, and I should be able to just Water Gun down this Skarmory. Able to take that win off a nice catch there. Next up, we are leading into a Charger Bug. Now, Charger Bug seems to be a really awkward lead here. It's like sometimes it's Disarming Voice kills, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not sure if it's IV dependent or not, but he actually switches out into a Lantern, Water Gun Lantern at that. So I come in with Giratina, and I'm just gonna, some reason I Ominous Winded. I really should just go Shadow Ball and farm it down. I think you could do that, but I guess I was just doing like, I don't know what I was doing. So he's gonna throw the Thunderbolt there, and now I'm at, I mean, if he throws a Surf here, but yeah, so he throws the Surf, and I'm just gonna let that go, and I'm able to farm it down now. But I played that matchup bad. I wouldn't suggest playing like that. Now I'm considering which one to go for, and I actually just decided to go for the Ominous Wind, just to make sure I get the damage off, which is good since for Alligator would have charmed me down. And then I'm gonna come in, farm this down. Now I have a Disarming Voice on my other Wigglytuff, so basically I need to just get his shield here with the Thunderbolt, and I should be chilling. Farm this down, and yeah, so throw the Thunderbolt. Either he lets this go, or yeah, so he lets it go. His one con was that I throw a safe Surf bait there. So next up is a Skarmory lead. Now he's gonna stay in here. I'm actually able to get to the Shadow Ball before he gets to his Sky Attack, so I'm gonna let that go. He's gonna shield that, and he's gonna throw his Sky Attack or Brave Bird right away, but I want to shield this up. He's gonna come in with Quagsire, and definitely just gonna go Shadow Ball here. Not gonna throw baits or anything. Even if he does shield it, not too worried. I mean, it's still a good position to be in, but I really do want Switch here, so I'm just gonna try to fight for it. Nothing else, at least it is in, it's weak, you know. And if I get a boost here, maybe I can live the Stone Edge, I don't know. Now I could have caught here, I was considering it, but I mean, then my Wigglytuff stuck in with the Skarmory, so it's not a good position either. So I farmed that down, and he actually comes in with Poliwrath, so I'm able to just throw the Thunderbolt here and win. So it's pretty nice there. And yeah, and then it's just my Skarmory, or my Lantern against his Skarmory, so GG's. Next up is a Sandslash. Now this could be a really bad matchup, or just bad for my team, but it is running Shadow Claw, which is really nice. I mean, if it's running powder snow, it can really be a struggle. But able to get to this disarming voice. He's gonna let this go. I mean, this is not a bad matchup for it being a steel type, so I definitely don't want my Giratina on this. I mean, honestly, I don't even really want my Lantern on this. He snipes with the Annihilate, but this is still a good matchup for my Giratina. So I'm gonna shield the potential Shadow Ball, and then I'm just gonna go Ominous Wind here. Knock this out. That's all I really need for this. And then he only actually built up to 7. So I know that he has a Ice Punch loaded on his Sand Slash. So I'm just gonna let that go, because I want to shield this Ice Punch up. Now I remember this. I forgot the counts here. Hoping he's not at double Ice Punch, which he's not. So I'm able to throw this Shadow Ball here, and this looks like I got the game in the bag. He lets it go. So I mean, I could have made it. I mean, yeah, I could farm it down here. I decided to just throw the Ominous Wind for shits and giggles, I guess. But yeah, he's gonna take me out here, and I can farm this down, and then I can farm the Alolan Sand Slash down too. So next up is the Charge of Uglies. Let's see how this one plays out. He's gonna throw. He throws on good timing, and then I'm able to throw one and then throw the Disarming Voice. And like I said, sometimes this knocks out, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. This one does knock out, which is nice, but he actually gets a really nice farm on his A Slash, which, I mean, A Slash is just really good against my whole entire team. Now I could double shield this and then farm it down. I think I might have to take even a third Drill Run, but at least I could kill it, you know. And it is Powder Snow, so I don't take too much damage from the Powder Snows versus where it could be a Shadow Claw. I'm gonna throw the Surf here, and he's gonna throw another move. I'm just wanting to sweep with Giratina here, so I'm gonna come in, try to sweep with Giratina. He's actually got a Azumarill, and it's looking like, unless I can, I mean, I don't really know how I'm gonna win this. Maybe an Ice Slash. Oh, my win con here. Yeah, I remember. I shouldn't have thrown Shadow Ball there. I really should have went for the boost. Boost was my win con. So I get the shield with the Shadow Ball, unfortunately, but then I'm like, oh, okay, my win con is a boost, and I do not get the boost, so he's gonna be able to just Shadow Claw or play rough me, and there's not really much I could do here. Thought maybe I could, I don't know. Yeah, I realized that my Lantern's way too weak, and I let that one go. Next up, an Annihilate lead, another great lead for me. He comes in with his Sand Slash and another troublesome save swap. But it's got, like I said, it's got Powder Snow, so the Lantern matchup isn't quite as bad. And look at the Water Guns, they really chunk. So I'm just gonna throw the Surf here, get the shield. Likely he wasn't gonna bait in the first one, so that's why I shield, because I'm gonna have to use the shield eventually. So he's gonna throw a Drill Run, and here, I mean, Powder Snow is just do so little that if he shields this, I can farm it down. He does shield it, so he's used both his shields, and I may as well just use my second. No, I'll actually let this one go. I guess, yeah, I could sweep with Giratina. Giratina does just fine against Annihilate. So I'm gonna throw last possible second, get as much energy, throw the Shadow Ball on it. He lets that go, and yeah, nothing he can do even with a Feraligatr. There's really nothing I would have lost to there in the back. As soon as he used that second shield, it was pretty much a guaranteed win for me. Next up, we got our Wigglytuff onto a Sableye. Really good for us there. He comes in with a Azumarill, so I'm just going to get a little bit of chip damage so that my Thunderbolt can kill the Azumarill. And I can tank 2 Play Roughs even with the bubbles. I'm totally fine tanking 2 Play Roughs, so I'm going to just go straight Thunderbolt. And honestly, if I can get both shields in this matchup, I can, and I only have to use one, I'm sitting in an okay situation, because Giratina may not be the best into Sableye, but up a shield, it can do just fine. So there we throw. I mean, I would have been on CMP tie, so I just want to make sure to get it off. And he is going to farm me down, which kind of puts me in a tricky situation. I do get to a Surf, but not really a big deal that I get to a Surf. He's still going to get to 2 moves. So I'm just going to come and tank all this energy on my Wigglytuff. Throws just an Ice Beam to start with, but now he's at a Play Rough, so he's gonna, or maybe not. I think he's not quite there. Yeah, he wasn't quite there. Maybe he didn't have it. He actually might be running Hydro Cannon, but I'm gonna get this Icy Wind off. This is gonna just ensure it does less damage and that the Shadow Ball's gonna kill. Definitely should have switched there. I don't really know why I didn't, but I guess I knew I had the game in the bag, so. Actually goes Brave Bird, which is interesting, but I guess he's only going to make it to one move, so may as well. Then I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball. He actually lives with 1 HP, and he decides to throw. So I don't know why he decided to throw there. I think the fast damage would have been much better. But I go for a Shadow Ball here. It's not going to quite knock out, but this will knock out, and that's going to ensure the victory. Next up, a Vigoroth. Now, Vigoroth just does so good against Wigglytuff. You don't even get to a charge move on Wigglytuff. That's why I do like A9 too. Here, Charm A9, you at least get to the move, but seeing how my team's weak to Lickitung and just like other ghost users, I really like Wigglytuff here, so that's why I went with Wigglytuff. I actually started with A9 and realized I think I need Wigglytuff here. So I'm gonna come in with Lickitung after it takes out my Wigglytuff. It comes in with Feraligatr, so I'm gonna bait here. Good bait by me. Now, if he has Crunch here, I thought that Crunch would kill. I still think Crunch would kill, but he actually baits me with a Hydro Cannon, or he has Ice Beam, one or the other. So I'm going to use my Thunderbolt. Hopefully he lets this go. He does not, so I'm going to come right in with my Giratina. I don't want to let him get too much energy off from my Lantern, and he's going to throw his Ice Beam. So he's running Ice Beam, and I'm going to throw my Shadow Ball. I actually win CMP tie, so I think it's IV dependent. I'm not too sure, but next he comes in with Gligar. Now, remember, he has a little bit of health left on his Vigoroth, so I expect the catch. So I'm just going to farm up to 100 energy. You have to be at 100 because 45 Ominous Wind and 55 Shadow Ball equals 100. So if I was even just one less, I wouldn't have got it. And I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball, and even if he knocks me out, I've got my Lantern in the back to just farm it down. So he's going to throw his Aerial Ace, which will kill, but I can just Water Gun it down, and GG's to that opponent. Next up, Wigglytuff into Vigoroth. Another Vigoroth lead. Vigoroth is kind of tough. I feel like I lose Vigoroth leads a lot, but I mean, we just won the last one, so I guess not always. It's just tough because he gets the 2 Body Slams before you can even do any charge attack damage or even get a shield or anything. So, and you can't really double. I don't know. I don't like shielding it and then getting the move off. But the farm down with Lantern is nice. Now, he could probably make it to a Rock Slide, which you probably should do. He comes in with a Lantern. I'm actually going to come in with my Giratina. Now, likely he has a better answer to Lantern in the back. That's why he came in with Lantern. I mean, he swapped into Lantern, so maybe it was a mistake, but I just feel like, I don't know, this is such a dominant matchup for Giratina that I wanted to come in and play this matchup out, maybe get a lot of residual energy or a lot of energy from it. He actually has a Wigglytuff in the back, and definitely not able to win that game, so GG's to that opponent. I mean, nothing I could do there. I come in, I guess I try. Maybe I can make it to 3 Surfs. I don't think I'm going to make it to 3 Surfs, though. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to make it to 3 Surfs, so I'm just going to let this Icy Wind go. And yeah, I guess I just decided not to top left that game. Whatever. Next up, we're playing J-Mills, who is also running a Vigoroth lead. I don't know what's going on here, but he safe swaps into a Skeletor. So this is really telling you that he swapped out of a good matchup to come in with a Fire type. So likely he's going to be running another Incinerate on this team. Incinerate user. Luckily, Giratina does good against Incinerate users, but I'm just going to Surf this, and then hopefully I can make it to a Thunderbolt on the Vigoroth. And if I don't know, it's tempting, it's weird, but it's almost tempting to just go straight Surf because maybe he wouldn't shield it, you know? But whatever, I decided to go for the Thunderbolt just in case maybe he's trying to save his shields for what was in the back. Now he's going to start using these Body Slams. Throws one, and Body Slams plus the counters will just make it so I'm not going to be able to get to a charge move. But I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'm going to swap out right here, and I'm up a shield, so I can just shield this Rock Slide and then Shadow Ball or Ominous Wind the Vigoroth. Now I lost count of his energy, and he was at another Rock Slide, so really unfortunate. I didn't want to take that, but I guess I had to. I didn't really want to use my second shield. Now he has a Talonflame, so it's looking like a good, very likely win here. He lets that go. I mean, his win con probably was that I throw an Ominous Wind and bait. I would never bait though. It'd be a really bad bait. I'm able to farm it down, and yeah, take that win. And that's gonna wrap up the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I always try to bring you guys the best teams. Whenever I find a good team, I'll bring it out to you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.